This is absolutely crazy. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, and hit that bell so you never miss any of this madness. Let's go. Tonight, we witness yet another complete meltdown. I'm not exaggerating. A superstar completely froze under pressure, and it was wild to watch. I'm talking about Sabrina Ionescu, the face of the New York Liberty. Honestly, I can't believe what we just saw. Sabrina, I'm a huge fan of yours. I love your game, your talent. But tonight's performance was flat out unacceptable. Unacceptable. Let's break it down. Meanwhile, the Phoenix Mercury delivered one of the most dominant bounce-back performances of the season. After losing home court advantage and facing elimination, they traveled to New York City and absolutely annihilated the Liberty with a 26-point win. That's right, 26 points, no questions asked. Now, let's talk about Shada Savely. After a rough debut where she shot 2 of 17 from the floor and 1 of 10 from 3 at home, she came back swinging. Tonight, she went 5 of 11 from the field for 15 points, along with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. She was everywhere, bringing energy, showing emotion, yelling, getting after it, flat out balling. This is what a true bounce-back performance looks like. This is why she's a superstar in her own right. It wasn't just Shada. Alyssa Thomas, a model of consistency, added 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. You know exactly what you're going to get from her, and she delivered every single time. Dana Bonner came off the bench and dropped 14 points and 8 rebounds on 6 of 9 shooting. This Mercury team is firing on all cylinders, and the Liberty had no answer. Now, let's talk about New York. Defensively, this was horrendous. You cannot allow nearly 50% shooting from the floor and expect to win a playoff game. Meanwhile, the Liberty were shooting only 30% themselves. 60 points on your home floor with a chance to advance and continue your title defense. This is what happens. A complete meltdown. Sabrina Ionescu finished 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3, and 2 of 6 from the free throw line. 2 of 6, that's below 50%. Sabrina, you're one of the league's elite shooters. This kind of performance makes fans scream in frustration. Yes, you've had huge moments before, game winners, big plays, but tonight, 9 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and a minus, 19 plus minus. Not good enough in a game like this. Breanna Stewart played only 20 minutes. Clearly, she's not 100%, and her line, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, shows that. You wonder if she should have sat out entirely to protect her knee, because risking serious injury just doesn't make sense. 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds in 20 minutes. Not good. I'm a little under the weather, folks. Sinus issues everywhere, but I had to get this content out for you. Natasha Cloud went 2 of 5 for 8 points. That's not enough. You're too talented, too experienced, too clutch to settle for nights like this. We saw a dominant Cloud in Game 1, dropping 26 points, controlling the game, and being the best player on the floor. Tonight, not even close. Jonquel Jones, arguably the best center in the league, had 7 points and 13 rebounds. Rebounds are solid, but 7 points aren't enough. You're a superstar. You need to contribute on both ends, offensively and defensively. Emma Meesman was okay, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. But again, okay doesn't win playoff games. Bottom line, Sabrina Ionescu has to figure it out. This Liberty team will not survive if she doesn't show up. Period. If Sabrina doesn't step up, the Mercury will eliminate them. That's just a fact. Now let's talk about the free throw disaster. Sabrina missed all 3 free throws early in the first quarter. Remember, she's a 93.3% free throw shooter this season. A career 91% shooter. Missing all 3? That's not nerves. That's a mental meltdown. Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy, all of it. This is not how a world-class player responds under pressure. Rarely does it happen, but tonight it did. The shooting woes continued. 3 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 8 from 3. This is a pattern creeping into her last couple of playoff games. Yes, we've seen flashes of brilliance, but inconsistency in the biggest moments is alarming. When you're one of the faces of the WNBA, expectations are high. You cannot afford performances like this in critical playoff matchups. I'm not saying she's a bad player. Far from it. She's a superstar. But nights like this define careers, and this was a night to forget. The Mercury exposed every weakness of this Liberty team. Defensively, the Liberty collapsed. Offensively, they couldn't find rhythm. And their leader, Sabrina Ionescu, could not lead. The three-point struggles can't be ignored. Game 1, 3 of 12. Game 2, 1 of 8. That's 4 of 20 from 3 in 2 games. Not acceptable. You're not just a shooter. You're supposed to be elite. A game changer from deep. These numbers don't cut it. Not in the playoffs. Not for a player of her caliber. Bottom line, the Phoenix Mercury are back. Shadora Savely, Alyssa Thomas, Dana Bonner. They're all balling. The Liberty need more than hope. They need Sabrina to show up. They need Jones to dominate offensively. They need Natasha Cloud to be clutch again. Without that, this team will fall short and the Mercury will take full advantage. So yes, Sabrina Ionescu struggled tonight. Did she choke? Was it frustrating to watch as a fan? Absolutely. Can she bounce back? Of course. But the clock is ticking. Game 3 is coming, and the Liberty cannot afford another performance like this. The expectations that come with being a world-class player are very real. And tonight, Sabrina failed to meet them. This is why we watch the playoffs. Drama, highs, lows, superstars under pressure, teams battling for survival. Tonight, we saw a superstar meltdown, a team exposed, and a Phoenix Mercury team that looks absolutely unstoppable. Buckle up, the series isn't over. But one thing's for sure, Sabrina Ionescu has work to do. And the rest of the Liberty better step up too, because this Mercury team isn't going anywhere. Alright, that's it for this breakdown. If you're feeling this chaos like I am, hit that like button, comment your thoughts, subscribe, share the video, and make sure your bell notification is on. You don't want to miss the fallout from tonight's madness. This is TFD, and we'll be right back with all the updates, analysis, and reactions. Let's go. In the end, despite the tough loss at home, the message from Sandy Brondello and Sabrina Ionescu is clear. This team knows the potential, and they're far from done. Mistakes happened. Turnovers occurred, and missed opportunities allowed the Mercury to capitalize. But the focus now is on adjustments, discipline, and execution. Everyone acknowledges that this is an elimination game, yet the locker room vibe remains confident. This group is resilient, experienced, and ready to fight for every possession. Fans should take heart knowing the season isn't over, and the team is determined to bounce back stronger on Friday. The goal is simple. Control what they can, play their basketball, and give their fans a performance they deserve.
Sandy, after that first quarter, you guys struggled on both offensive and defensive ends. What can you take from this to get you on Friday where you want to be?
We're a way better team than what we showed today, so it was disappointing with that. I just thought, we turned the ball over and gave them easy things and easy baskets in transition, and just went away from what was working for us the first game. And but we know what we need to do, and now we're going back. It's just a elimination game.
They cheer us on. They stay to the end, and some nights are not our nights, but we know that we can always rely on them.
Hey, all, sorry it didn't go your way tonight. My question will be for Coach. What kind of went right in the first quarter that you can take into Game 3, and what made it so hard to keep what went right and keep that momentum alive over the final 3 periods?
Yeah, look, I thought both of these players were really good in the pick and roll action. JJ obviously spacing out and shooting the threes real quick. I thought Sabrina got downhill into the paint, got really high percent of turnovers, led to those easy baskets and transitions. So that's something, we've spoken about, where we just have to have a little bit more discipline there. And, we're taking the ball out of the basket a fair bit. So that kind of slowed us in our phase to get down there. And, we just have to be better. We know we're a better team, so it's disappointing to play like that in front of our home fans, but we're still on foul line 25s, but maybe we could get there a little bit more. I think they were really physical and rerouting us there, and Stewie's tough. She did what she could there, but hopefully, we know she's going to be a little bit better. But I suppose the physicality that was hard for her. She's trying to get in there and the screening, but I think we all know Stewie's a champion and she's going to respond in the right way. And it gives her a few more days to get her. It was good not to overplay her today. That helped.
And you talked before, I mentioned.
Make the adjustments and, play like our season's on the line, because it is, and so is theirs. And I think that's, it's going to come down to who can execute, who can string together the best 40 minutes of basketball, and, hopefully that's us.
Sandy, in terms of what you were able to get from Stewie tonight, what was she able to do in your view, and what were the things she wasn't able to do that you usually can take for granted from her?
Look, obviously it's a very physical team. We got to so that's it. We just got to prepare for that, stay confident. We're a way better team than what we showed, and that's what we'll do. We'll focus on being better.
Sandy, there was quite a disparity when it came to the points in transition. I believe the Mercury had 20 you guys had 2. I guess just why was it so hard?
Live, so we're going to go out there and win a game in Phoenix.
Sabrina, the next game could be the last of the season for this group. I guess, what do you feel like this group has to do to make sure that it isn't?
Yeah, I think it's control what we can, and that's just being a better team. I think it's learning from today, and that's a huge part. We can't go out and play the same way we did and expect a different result. I think we have to go out and how we leave them. Us as a team, but especially our fan base who've supported us through a lot of highs and lows. They deserve to have more games played here, and we do as well. And so, we got to go out and fight for our lives, fight for our season, and wanting to come back. But we can't thank them enough for what they've done for us, not just this year, but year in and year out. They continue to grow. Every night's it feels like it's a sellout.
And that could be the last game here at Barclays Center if you don't get business done on Friday. Just wonder if it ever crossed your mind or that it could be a long time, considering that the league could go into a lockout. Just wondering if that's crossed your mind at all.
No, but I think we know the importance and significance of our fans and what we've built here. And I think we know that we got to play better next game, because